Okay, so right here is the vacuum itself. You're going to see all these plastic peels on it. You want to make sure all of them are off, especially the one with the map sensor, which will be on the front of the vacuum right here. And then you're going to see these white foam weird things inside of them. I don't know what to call them. You want to make sure that those are out for the bumper. And that is the cleaning brush for your filters. Now, for this one, this is the actual charger itself. If you did not get the self-empty station, you want to make sure you remove the sticker and stick it to a hardwood floor. Do not put it on a carpet because it will not work. Unless if you have a cutout spot on your carpet. Now, whenever you place it down, you want to push it against the wall as much as you possibly can. And then you want to push down on the floor as hard as you can. It will not break it. And then you will be good to go. So we're going to move into the app. Bear with me. This will be a little bit long. And then the rest of the video will be showcasing the vacuum itself. As you can see, my vacuum is fully charged. I'm going to press enter. On this version, at least, it says enter. I know about a month ago it didn't have the enter sign. And let's go to the hexagon at the top right. Actually, before I click that, tap that. So before I tap the hexagon at the top right, as you can see, my room, there's a red no-go zone. So that means the robot will not go in that zone whatsoever. It will completely avoid it. If you put it into there, it will actually say something along the lines of, robot cannot clean this area as it's in a no-go zone. Please pick it up and move it. So it does know it will be in a no-go zone. And as you can see, this line over here, I actually have a lot of plugs over here, and that's kind of my computer zone as well. So I don't want it going into that area. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see what options we have at the top right. So the first option, Robovac, you can tap that. You can see all of the information here. Just for my own reasons, I'm gonna blur out the most sensitive things. You could rename the vacuum. You could see what model you guys have, what firmware version of the vacuum you have as well. The Wi-Fi name, the app version, just to make sure you're on the right version and you have everything up to date. Back out of that, manage map. So I have a downstairs map, and as you can see, it says use this map. So prior warning, I'm gonna say map a lot. If you were to take the vacuum downstairs and you have a charger or another charging station, basic point is, if you're going to be taking it downstairs, you're going to want to put the charger or carry the self-empty station downstairs if you have one. Use this map will basically tell the robot, hey, you're in this location. You need to make sure you map out the area, make sure you're in this zone and that other zone, and so on and so forth. That's why use this map as an option. If you tap the three dots, you can name the map, you can delete the map, and multi-map saving, I would recommend you have that if you have multi-floor. So like first floor, second floor, third, so on and so forth. If you want to make a new map, you just press the plus button, and it'll tell you all this right here. If you want to pause the video and read that, go ahead. Moving on down to schedules. So for me, I have mine set to Sunday, Monday, and Friday. This would be ticked on if I were to actually have that schedule on for myself. And then the vacuum would actually turn on. It would clean out the certain rooms and whatnot. Let me show you actually what I'm talking about. So if we press the plus button and we see start time at the top, let's just put 5:59 p.m. and then we'll go ahead and save that. Repeat that. You could set it, let's just say Tuesday, Wednesday, and then you just press save. You could do customize room. Just for the sake of this scenario, we'll say upstairs map. We'll do main bedroom. We'll do bed, which is my second bedroom. And we scroll back up. If we go back to cleaning mode and we press mode, we could do max. If you have a carpet, you should definitely use max if it's a heavier set carpet. As in, if it's plushy, if there's a lot of debris in it, I would definitely go max. If you have a thin carpet, go turbo. If you have a wood floor, if you have a hard floor, whatever non-carpet related, go standard. If you have guests over and the exact same thing, but you want it more quiet, you just do quiet, which I honestly have never tested that. If you would like to try that for yourself, I would recommend it. So let's back out of schedule. I do not want to save that. Cleaning history. So cleaning history is actually very helpful. It'll tell you if it had any issues. So it says, robot is not touching the ground. Please move robot to a new position. I was just going ahead and testing it the other day, and I picked it up, and it actually sent me that notification on my phone. In the notification bar, it would actually pop up if you have notifications turned on. All the other check marks, it'll basically tell you what mode it was in. So you'll see auto. I'll zoom in for that. Auto, the square feet it cleaned, how long it took. And then you have room, which is right above it, 719, 1122 at night, 322 square feet, so on and so forth. I'm not going to bore you. Cleaning completed successfully, room, and then it gives you the date, so on and so forth. It also gives you the patterns it used. You'll see the outlines it kind of used as well on the outskirts. And then it will, if you have it cleaning 2 times, it'll have a vertical and a horizontal grid on your map. So moving on to the base station settings, I have my automatic empty and air cut turned on. Every 15 minutes it will return back to the self-empty station, as you can see in one of the clips I'm about to insert here. Charging. And after it is done emptying out, every 15 minutes, it will then resume back to its previous position and continue cleaning from there on out. Manual controls is very simple. I'm not going to do it because my robot is turned on right now and I want it to charge. You just hold the up arrow on the screen to go forward, left is to go left, right to go right. Very simple. If you ever needed it to go in a certain area and it's not recognizing it, I would definitely use that as long as you're looking directly at the robot and you could see what is near it and what's beside it. Voice settings, you could change it to whatever you want. Robot settings, you could have do not disturb. If you want to take a screenshot or just pause a video, go ahead, read all this. Activity log upload, I don't use it. I don't really use any of this, so feel free to use it. Scrolling down, once you first get this vacuum, or any of the Eufy vacuums, or it doesn't even have to be Eufy, it could be a completely different vacuum, you'd actually look for a firmware update, and it will have auto upgrade, at least this one does. If you don't want it, you can turn it off, opt out, completely up to you. Accessory services, so this gives you estimations. If you have the self-empty station like I do, the dust bag, it says should be replaced in 1,058 hours. That's probably a couple months. I'm not too sure. I'm not going to add that up right now. I could care less. Filter, which I had to replace soon, 185 hours. Side brush, rolling brush, brush guard, battery pack. It'll tell you everything about it. If you tap side brush, for example, it'll tell you how to remove it, how to maintain it. If you do end up changing it, there's a reset button, and it will estimate whenever that needs emptied out. Find my robot, that's quite self-explanatory. I believe it'll start making noises if it is turned on. If you, for some reason, are not looking at your map, you could actually listen and hear your robot. So for the sharing settings, I'm not quite sure what that is about, but it said add member. And then the bottom right, we'll go to right here. So you could add a no-go zone. If you'd like to use the cleaning sequence, that's actually very helpful. You could do main bedroom, hall, and then second bed if you'd like to. And then you just press a check mark, and the rooms will be cleared. The rooms will be cleaned according to the preset cleaning sequence. So it will clean them in order however you'd like them to. How I clean out my rooms, I would tap on room typically. And then if my door is shut, I would do main bedroom. And then you'll see a ×1 or ×2 or x1, x2, whatever. That says basically how many times you want it to clean in one go. Now, if you were to select main bedroom, hall, and second bed, it would then clean out the main bedroom one time, then the hall, then the second bed, and then it would repeat itself. I believe for the main bedroom, for the two times cleaning, it would go vertical and then horizontal, then move to the next room, then move to the next room. I believe that's how it went. Auto, it just does one go per room, so it will clean out the main bedroom, empty itself, or you empty it. Hall, empty itself, you empty it, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Zone is very simple, so if you tap it and then press the plus with a square on it, you tap that, you could tap or place this anywhere you want. You could expand it as big as you want. If you want to delete it, if you made a mistake, you can press the X, and pretty simple to get out of it. You just tap anywhere else. You could also do customize, and like I said from earlier, you could do each room has their own setting. So we'll just go over this real quick. So we'll press the pencil. So we'll do the main bedroom. For me, I like max. The hall, we could do turbo. And then second bed, we will do max 2 times because there tends to be a bit more dust in there. And once you're done with that, all you got to do is just press the check mark, and there you go. It will save it. And if you look at your map, it'll tell you 2 times at the bottom, 1 time in the hall, 1 time in the main bedroom. And there you go. Okay, so this is after the auto clean. Let's see how good it got it. So I just ran the vacuum twice in my room. If it looks like that, it definitely needs emptied out. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. That's what it looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and suck that out of the vacuum, and I'll show you what it looks like after. Pretty good except for the filter. So that's why you have that cleaning brush that they give you in the top of the auto clean or self-empty station, what it's officially called. But I think that's just from downstairs, but I will clean that out. Other than that, it's actually pretty good. Got almost everything. So if you have a fan like me and it has a base like this and it could ramp up on it, I would recommend that you take it out of your room or out of the area for the time being. If you have these rugs on your floor, on top of your carpet or your hardwood floor, please remove those as well, as it will most likely mess it up. It will pull on the rug and most likely pull some strands or strings out. I would say this is the biggest con of them all. If you have a power strip on the floor, it will not avoid it. If you have cords on the floor, it will not avoid it. It needs to be as high as the mapping rectangle in the front of the robot, like you guys seen in the beginning of the video when I unboxed it. Also, speaking as a pet owner, if you could see this pink little dot right here, that is a very fast spinning laser in all directions on top of the robot. You want to make sure your dog or your cat or any animal is far away as possible from the robot. I don't want your animals going blind, so please be well aware of this. This is a very serious thing to be aware of. With all that being said, I hope you guys like this video. If you are new, please subscribe. If you are interested in this content, feel free to leave a comment down below. If you're curious how the robot works, I could answer your questions to the best of my knowledge. Hopefully, I will catch you guys in the next one.